Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on Money Monday, the 23rd of May. Welcome on in. Everybody, hope all is well. Hope everybody had a nice weekend, a nice winning weekend. If you followed baseball here yesterday, you had a winning day. We went 2-1 on baseball picks in the video, but let's talk about other things like liking, subscribing, and ringing the belling. We want the notification bell on here because we are. And I said, listen, we've talked about max majors now. I've talked about for a couple weeks. Now we're trying to get everybody on one channel. And I didn't post on Picks Parlays today or Winners Whiners, any of the things. It's just here and it's actually on Winner Free Picks. So that's it. That's all you get from me during the week. Maybe on the weekend I'll pump it out to the other channels because there's no other content on. I do, I'm the live guy on weekends, but again, try to head over Max Wagers because it's just not me, all right? After my show, we have Morning Wood with Allie Burns, and it's a Monday, which means new contest Morning Woodies. Last Woody standing, 1-2, with Allie Burns with a capital B. Just parlays for the parlay seekers with betting royalty, Chris King, 2-3. And then, of course, back to the window, Scott and Scott, 3-4. The Steamroller. Love that name. And I love, more importantly, the back to the window and call the cops. Always a fun little segment. Like I get it. We could do something like that here when I joke out. We throw out the old never in doubt kind of thing. Same kind of feeling there. World soccer betting because, hey, I don't pretend to know soccer because I don't. But Sean Miller, he's got a whole show called World Soccer Betting. So you get some free pick winners there. And, of course, wrapping up your day, Game Time, Nick, Tim, and Detroit Lenny, the Motor City Kitty. He's not a kitty. He's more like a giant panda. So that is it. So, again, like, subscribe, ring that bell here. The promo is rolling underneath there, but it's gone because that's the way we roll. You get it for about 3 minutes, and then you're just missing out on winners. What can I tell you? Here we go. Hockey, 61 and 51. We did drop our play yesterday. I think we had a puck line play. We're 17 and 23. I forgot who we had yesterday. Doesn't make a difference. It was a loser. We got to bounce back. Today, Avalanche puck line. And I do have – I got a Tampa puck line. I got Tampa money line today. I got Colorado here posted on the ice. 91 and 103 for the year, down 429 on the ice. So I got to get that straightened out. But we're taking the Avalanche today. I just think the injury to St. Louis is going to come back and bite them a little bit here. I think it's a big blow. And I think Colorado, and I had the under the other day. And I think I said to him, I'm like, man, I said, there goes taking my under 6.5 at plus money if we had a good goaltender. Now I think Colorado is going to be like, all right, you guys had a win. We had a close game. The best guy's out. We're going to show you how good we are. And I think the route will be on. I think Colorado gets like 4+ to close these games out here. So I'm going to go puck line. NBA, nothing but action. We did not have a play yesterday, although we kind of like the Warriors there. Today we're coming in with the Heat again, 84 and 103 in the video. Terrible in the video. Yes, we are. 49 and 46, down 254 with our premiums there. So a lot better. We're a lot better in our premiums than we are in the video. But this time of year, it's pretty much all the same stuff here. So we're taking Miami again. I get it. Butler's probably out, not going to play. But you know what? I think you got enough guys on this team to raise the bar a little bit. I mean, let's be honest. Smart's a little banged up. Tatum's a little banged up. I mean, I saw someone was saying like, oh, if Tatum. I mean, Tatum's a good player. I just don't think he's at that next level yet. I mean, I'm going to take 6.5. I mean, I got 7 at 6.5 now. Actually, I think it's 6, believe it or not. I think it's changed before I even came on the show. I did a video last night for the Winner Free Picks page. I got at 7. I said, there's 6.5s out there. I mean, I got it at 7. Now I saw a 6 start popping up, so it could be down even more. Maybe that's injury news. Who the heck knows? I'm taking the Heat. They're a good team. Miami to get it done here. Major League Baseball action, 66 to 54. I actually thought when I first did this last night, I was like, we're at 65 wins. Then I realized the Twins came all the way back and won with our doggy day. We had the Twins, we had Arizona, the Padres, we got 2-1 there. But 66.54 plus 16.81, not too bad in the video. Red's over because Gutierrez, they've been on a little bit of an underrun. We talked about against the Pirates. I'm like, well, we just can't race to bet overs here in Cincy. And they've proceeded to go under 7-10. And even the Cubby side of things, they've gone under about the same of late. But now Gutierrez is a guy. Again, an ERA approaching 9. Smiley's not a kid I love. He's not even a kid anymore. But I look at the past games here for Chicago. They're starting to put up runs. 5 runs, 6 runs, 6 runs. And forget about giving up 10, 7, and 4. And then, okay, since he's coming off a series with Toronto, who has solid pitching. So getting stymied up there is not, 3-2, 3-1, 2-1. That's not really these scores. Again, at Cleveland, 4-2, a 5-4 game. Those aren't really shocking to me towards their over, right? Because you're facing good pitching. It happens that way. I come back to now they're home. Their pitching's bad. Cubs are hitting a little bit. And I like the Diamondbacks. I like some of their pitchers. Maybe they're a little hot at the dish. I'm going to go over the 9 here. It is what it is. What am I going to do? Nats over. Now, the Dodger team, again, it isn't exploding where they're scoring 8 runs a game, but they've been hot lately. They've been putting up some runs. This is really, for me, going over here is about Don. I mean, the guy is just a hot mess. He's good for a 4 spot, and we'll talk about some player props here coming up. But again, here come the Dodgers. They're off series with the Phillies. I get it, but they're hitting a little bit. They're going to put up 4 or 5. If this team doesn't get in, really, LA should get to this total by themselves. Adon if they don't get 4 or 5 off him in the first 3 innings, I will be shocked. And I might take a loss, but I don't mind. I think Adon is not a major league ready pitcher. That's what I see in his numbers. Let's go over here. I know, I get it. Dodgers off a bigger series versus the Phils. I still don't mind. I'm going to go over the total here. And St. Louis off a total, no doubt, route game there. I'm going to go run line. I did bet this, though, minus 112 on the money line myself, but I'm going to throw out run line here for a bigger payday. And that was more based on, Miklos at home, 4 starts, 180 ERA, like an 88 whip, sub 200 batting average against. And Toronto, struggling. This team has not lived up to the hype. And we'll talk about some other hype teams in a second, like Seattle, who thought we'd be better. But, give me Miklos. If we want to go run line, you want the big payday, go for the 175. You want to just say, I don't like to do that. I just like to bet favorites. I go 112 or 115. That's fine also. But let's remember here, Barrios on the road, 4 starts. The team is 2-2. He's got a 6.40-something ERA. Teams are hitting 300 against them. And this Cardinal team seems to be hitting the ball a little bit. So, a short number with a guy who's pitching better, a team playing good, got 3 wins. All right, they're against garbage teams. You still got to win them, though. And they did. So, there is that. And real fast, Avalanche and St. Louis Blues, if you want, there is a write-up and a link on my Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs there, if you want to go get that off the webpage. Now, we go to the player prop side of things here today. And I have it scrolling instead of in the chat, because the last time we did it, there was a whole lot of games. 107 and 207. We are down a chunk. But, again, when we're taking all plus monies back, your bad days are going to bring it down. And when you have a good day, it's going to slice these numbers in half. So we need a couple good days, and we get this back down to a plus side of things and even close to even. So don't worry about the record. It's all about the number at the end of the day. We're going to start with Colorado, CJ Cron, Ribby, plus 140. Again, these are all Ribby plays. And again, there's just a handful today, and I'll tell you why we bypass some of these games. We'll go down the line here. So give me some Cron for Ribby. Guy's red hot. And a lot sexier names out there, folks. But if you want to grab a CJ Cron, maybe MVP ticket, he might put up he could have some monster numbers this year. He could be 40 and like 125 or something, and he'll get a little consideration. He's having a nice little year that people aren't talking about. Again, Cubs, Cincy, the next game up in a rotation was a No, I mean the Reds haven't really been hitting that well, and the Cubs I really don't like. Could we have found something? Possibly, but I'm not going to reach, especially we're down 2,500 here. I'm not going to just go and say somebody's got to hit. I'll move on. Like to the Dodgers against Jonah Don. So Freeman, Betts, Will Smith, all plus money here. 145, 150, 150 again. Do I like Betts out of leadoff spot? Again, I hate doing leadoff hitters. But the dude's got 10, 12 homers on the year. He could easily crush one here off of this pitcher. Or it doesn't have to be. And again, my mindset is it's like I lose in a bat by taking a guy bat leadoff. Betts at a 150 who's in double digits. He's got a home run every 3 or 4 games already. So I'll grab the 150 there from him because I think people are going to be on base throughout here. I mean, you want to grab a Gavin Lux 220. I thought about it for the chat. I did. Another guy we've had a few times here. Again, Smith in a cleanup spot, RBI opportunities, 3 good guys here, nice plus monies. And our lone Met. Alonso was a plus 120. I'm like, I don't want to grab a 120. If I'm grabbing something, it's got to be meaty like me and my giant head. So give me some McNeil at a plus 180 spot. And we'll flip through these other games here. So Baltimore and the Yanks. Again, Cole's dealing right now. And for those of you who are probably going to say, let's take the Yanks today, I'm sure there'll be plenty of comments. Oh, do you like the Yanks today? Minus 330, easy winner. I mean, he's laying 150 on a run line. I don't like laying 145 regular, so I'm not going to do that. Again, so who am I taking on the Yanks here? Could we go Judge? Could you go Rizzo or Stanton or any of the guys I usually take? Yes, but Yanks are off a doubleheader. Couldn't really muster much runs there. They're in a little bit of a run funk. I'll just stay away. And again, for the Orioles, do I really want to say this is the day Garrett Cole calls it up and gives up a 5 spot? If we're plus 2,500, sure, we take a shot. Down? No, we're going to chip away and go more solid things. Philly and the Braves, again, 2 spots here. I looked at what's his name for the Phils down the lineup a little bit. I was trying to find
Gregorius.
No, not Didi. I want to grab some Braun, but he's been leading off. I like him when he's a little further down. Like anybody like 5, 6, 7 in Philly, because you think Castellanos and Real Muto, these guys would be on base ahead of him, could get one in, but I just didn't pull it. Detroit and Minnesota, this Detroit team, I don't like any offense from them. But again, I got Chris Archer, a guy I don't love. I'll just move on. And for this game here, Bo Brisky, terrible. If you want to go a first 5 for Minnesota, I understand, but I'm not going to lay $2 to do it. I'm not doing it. Not with Chris Archer. Do not love Chris Archer. Toronto, St. Louis, I wanted a Goldie, but there wasn't for me, it wasn't really worth it at his plus 110 or whatever it was. Again, Barrios' numbers are bad. Maybe I could have found, I probably could have found a Bader or a Carlson down the lineup here for St. Louis RBI. I probably should have looked a little more. That was dumb on my part. Maybe I'll do that later on. Maybe when Tim comes in to do WNBA, I'll find some a Cardinal prop here. Cleveland, Houston, the Astros are 30-11 to the under. You really want to run to this team to bet on a bat? 30-11 to the under, Houston Astros. KC in Arizona. Davies and Greinke. Again, Arizona coming off a road trip. First game home. I kind of like to play that one. And Greinke has not been terrible. But Kansas City offense has been up and down. Pass. Oakland, Seattle. Talk about teams letting us down. This Seattle team, we have an over ticket here. We had a future on them. Yeah, lost 4 in a row. As bad as Oakland's supposed to be, these guys basically have identical records at 17-25 and 17-26. Stay away. Milwaukee, San Diego. I thought about a Manny Machado. He's been pretty good. Jackson Profor, another RBI guy for San Diego. Probably, Profor probably would have been where I would have went here. I just decided against it. And the Mets, again, that's where we're at there. So, welcome on in. That is my prop stuff. Again, it's on Twitter. And if you check out that big Twitter, if you go to my profile, I got a nice baby pic of me there. My wife said I was an ugly baby. So it's there. And you know what? I'll even pop it up here. Hi.
I mean, she has a point.
Come on. How about if I leave this up here and talk? All right. So Major League Baseball on the season.
Oh, I can trust that baby. He knows what he's talking about.
178 and 161 on the season, plus 1934. Or perhaps you got better totals. Maybe your numbers are a little bit different. Maybe you got a half better, or you got a push instead of a loss and a win instead of a push, and you're 183 and 157 for 2986. Still, plus money in baseball for the season. Favorites on the year overall, Major League Baseball, 60.61, 363 and 236. Monster faves. And folks, for me, again, we are plus money in baseball, 24 and 19 with faves. So that's not what we're doing. That's not what I'm doing. Totals on the year now 53% to the under, 311, 270. Believe it or not, 4 full weeks ago, it was a 60% clip. So the overs have been cashing a little more, which kind of in tune to me being 500 for November with baseball, because the unders are switching and the faves are still rolling along. And again, I'm not a big fave guy there, but my total is 87, 57, 60%. I'm happy. We're making money. That's it. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I'm only kidding. Let's go to the comments section and see how everybody is here today. There we go. There's the Twitter. Go give me a follow on the Twitter stream. Richie P. Already hit the like button. Richie, thank you very much, Richie. Good to see you. Eric's in the house. Cubs team total over. Dodgers team total over. I would say yes to both of these guys. Yes. I mean, we've mentioned Adon. I just went through the Dodgers thing. And Gutierrez, again, we got an 8.70-something ERA. My Cubs are hitting a little bit. I mentioned their numbers. So, yes, over the total. The Panda. Yeah. I call them both the Motor City Kitties for the Tigers, but he's Detroit Lenny. He's a cuddly guy, I mean, that's what are you going to, I'm some little – we're not delicate flowers, me and Lenny. David, how are you? The Giants, run line Yankees, Boston Celtics. So I'm not going to say no to the Yankees. I mean, Cole is been good. I mean, what am I going to say about that? Do I want to lay 145? Nah, not really. But when can you get the Yanks laying a 145? I totally understand it. But he's probably going to give up a 2 spot, right? He gives up 2, 3. Look at this. Here's his numbers: 2, 3, 1, 0, 0, 2, 3, 3. So he's probably going to give up a 2 spot here. He did last time against the Orioles, 3-2, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. So he could be a 2-spotter again. I don't want to do that. And the Giants, and I should have talked to Tim, because Tim said he kind of likes the Mets with Peterson. The Giant team, to me, I don't know. We faded the Giants, right? We had the Padres yesterday, no way to Padres sweep. It is tough to take the Giants, who've now lost 4 in a row, and now they're like almost a $1.50 fave. Can't do it. I'm not wanting to lay a buck. Teams lost 4 in a row, but they can't lose again. And I'm on the Heat tonight.
Can I say David Peterson's actually been good this year? And even though he just got called back up from the minors, I think he has the pitching advantage in this game. Pitching to like a 1.89 ERA, and he's only allowed 4 earned runs in 19 innings. He's been solid. He got sent down because the Mets had enough starting pitching, and then with McGill and Scherzer going down, he worked his way right back up.
Here is, I guess these are his starts. He had a 7-inning start versus Tampa. They lost 3-2, but 7 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 9 Ks. Not a bad start.
No.
I'm guessing the next game, 4 2/3 was a start against Atlanta.
Yes.
Not again, 5 Ks, 5 hits, 3 runs. And it's all right. And it's not nothing special. It just gives up some runs. Colorado, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3-2 loss. Not bad. I mean, he gave up 2 homers there. 3-2, 2 homers. What are you going to do? I mean, he gave up 2 bad pitches. Arizona got him. 1/3 of an inning, 5 runs.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Baltimore.
Whoa. I think you're looking at last year's stats. Are you looking at
Oh, it is 2021.
Because I was about to say, I remember that Peterson game because the Mets won that game.
I was looking like, man, there's a whole lot.
And that was like a YouTube game versus Arizona because they faced Bumgarner, and then it was like 8-7 or something high scoring like that.
I got it. You know what? Because that's what happens. I was on the covers matchup instead of going to his.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember that Arizona one. Where was it?
Yeah, no. So he's gotten 4, 4, and 5. And that's fine. If he's going to go 4+ here, give you no runs, 3 hits, and strike out 3 or 4 guys, sure.
Yeah.
How do you bet on Giants laying 145, 150? They lost 4 in a row. They're not due. They're not due for you. You know what you're due for? Death and taxes, folks, because that's the only thing that's guaranteed in life. That's it. Because you're going to get that money from you, and you sure as hell going to die. Not
Death
the Giants.
taxes and Higgs betting dogs. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, Mets.
Morning, Michael. How are you? I had my first break-even day in the NBA. Lost the trifecta of demands, or brought back Warriors third quarter and second half. It happens. What are you going to do? I mean, you don't think team's going to go down 0-3, but it happens. Padres Brew Crew. How do you not go with the Padres? They are hot. Yes, they are hot. Yes, they are. San Diego's won what? 4 in a row. And the Brew Crew coming in with Hauser. And Nick Martinez. And I said this earlier, and you're like, Nick Martinez, we're talking about Peterson going 4 innings. Here's another guy that's going to go like 5+. All right. But you're getting a team. Why would I? And again, everybody's bankroll's different. People weigh a bet different. I will go San Diego. I'll lay a 115. If it loses, fine. Then say to myself, I'm going to take the Brewers at a plus 103 or minus 105 or whatever it is for them and try to just jump on, going against some kind of streak where teams playing well. Baseball teams, and I'll say it every single day, they win 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. They lose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. It's streaky. It is what it is. And to come back and say I'm going to fade a team and take a 105 plus or minus, no. I'll go with the winning team at a short. And this, again, if it was a 240, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe do a run line or something. But at a short number, take the Padres. They're playing well. And this is a good team. Last year, that trade deadline came, and we were on the fade train like nobody's business against San Diego. New year, they're playing pretty good. I mean, they're 27-14. I mean, what are you doing? They're a game, as good as the Mets are, they're 28-15. I mean, the Yanks are 29-11. This team is winning. They are hitting. The pitching has been solid for them. I mean, yeah. And I like again, Hauser, late on 115. Jimmy Butler's in, which is probably why the line came down. Hero's out. Well, Tyler, he's definitely not been a hero in the playoffs, I don't think. Yanks run line. Again, late on 150? Sure. Dodgers run line. I do not know what the Dodger run line is.
Dodger run lines are on a 130, 125,
130?
depending on your book.
Again, I'm not going to say no to that. I think they should win this game 11-4 or something. I mean, I got 3 player props from these cats. Although last time I had a player prop on Mookie Betts, they scored 13 runs and he didn't even get a hit. So, I mean, there's that. But still, Dodgers should win this. They're just that much better. This lineup should just pound the bad pitcher. This is what this team is built for. Pound bad pitching, and your good pitching with your Buehler and your Urias and even Gosling. I mean, these guys could go head-to-head with whoever. But against a team like this, it should be a 10-run game for the Dodgers. That's that. Seattle run line. No. How are you taking Seattle run line here? They've lost 4 in a row, limping back home after a road trip. I thought about taking Logue here and the A's. What are they, plus 140? Plus 152. I almost want to take the A's just plus money because I'm getting 150 from a team that's lost 4 in a row. They got identical records. Seattle run line. No. D-backs pissed me off. Ian Kennedy should never be allowed to pitch again. A born run going bottom 8, throws 8 pitches, gives back-to-back homers and a double. Ian Kennedy still playing, huh? Wasn't he part of like the Jeff Weaver deal to get the Yankees? Jeff Weaver, I think. Right? I mean, somebody go look up Go look up Ian Kennedy's transactions, Tim. See how he was traded. Right? Because I think he went to Kansas City. I think they keep it close. Yes. We like the Mets today, Miss Danica, our Canadian friend. Twinkies under. Again, the under here with Rodriguez and Archer. I don't like Archer one bit, but this Tiger team is pathetic. I was going to say anemic, but it's the offense is, oh, brother. And here I am thinking, I got a Tiger. Bring out my future book. I got a Tiger over 77.5 Tigers. Let's just chalk up that loser. A big loser. Big fat guy.
I went and looked through your Ian Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
2009. He was on the Yankees. He got traded by the Yankees to the Diamondbacks as part of the three-team trade, which included the Yankees, who sent Phil Koch and Austin Jackson to the Tigers. Tigers sent Curtis Granderson to the Yankees. Tigers sent Edwin Jackson to the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks sent Max Scherzer and Daniel Solarth to the Tigers.
Guess the Yanks missed out on that one.
I'm guessing that the Tigers won that trade by like a mile, just because of that guy named Max Scherzer who ended up winning a Cy Young with him. That's just my thoughts.
Hey, real fast, come back. I read that Met article.
I did not.
MLB.com had an article like who won the Piazza trade for the Mets and Florida, and because the Dodgers were involved in that trade as well.
Yes.
And it basically came down to like the Mets were like, all right, I guess you say the Mets won because Piazza had 4 or 5 All-Star seasons and they went to the playoffs. So the best playoff run for the Mets and up to that time before they went to World Series. But then the little side note was like, well, the players they got in the trade and who they traded away later got them 2 World Series because they got like Ed Yarnell and they traded him and somebody else to the Yanks to get Mike Lowell, who turned into a star.
I remember seeing Mike Lowell, yeah.
Yeah. And then they flipped him and like Sheffield to the Dodgers to get somebody else, and they won, Josh Beckett deal. It was like they won that deal because they got 2 World Series out of the players they got in those trades.
Yep, the Marlins. They won in what, 90? No, it wasn't 97.
04.
04. 97 was Arizona. 04.
No, it was 02, I think that was. 02 against the Yanks.
02 against the Yanks. There you go. Yeah, well, it was one of those years that Miami, the Florida Marlins, accidentally won a World Series. Yes, it was an accident. They were trying to rebuild, and they just happened to get a bunch of players that played well.
That was unbelievable. I mean, but you see that, and then any team should be like, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, hold on. MLB World Series. I'm looking up that one year because it was the year that because Miguel Cabrera won a World Series with the
he had a home
Marlins.
Marlins, I think, in the World Series.
Something like that. Nope, but I don't need to know about the 1903 one. Marlins 2003 in 6 games versus the Yankees.
Oh, true. Okay.
And with that, let's look up what the 2003 MLB standings looked like. Guaranteed it was probably not Marlins were a wild card team. They finished 10 games behind the Marlins. It was a playoffs that included
10 games behind who? No,
the Braves.
All right, yeah.
That season also had Montreal Expos in it. That's how far it dates back. But Braves made the playoffs along with the Cubbies and the Giants. This is also when the Houston Astros were in the NL Central. Montreal Expos were still in the league. It was the Florida Marlins, not the Miami Marlins. The AL West still had 4 teams in it. And it was still the Cleveland Indians, but that was only dating back last year. So, yeah. The Yankees were the best team in the AL, tied with the Braves for the entire thing. When the Marlins were supposed to be in a rebuilding state. They had a really, really good home record in 53-28. Which has kind of escalated them to a 91-71 season to get second place and the one wild card spot at the time. And they won the one wild card spot by 4 games over the Houston Astros.
The Killer Bees. Good stuff. I love looking up the old stuff.
Oh, I love looking up old stats. I love statistics and numbers, and yeah, love it. I'll geek out over it all the time. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Yes. All right. So sorry to get off your big waves there. We talked about the Diamondbacks and Kennedy. That's why we were bringing that one up. I don't like the Diamondbacks in that spot, and the Giants, again, same kind of thing. Losing team, don't want anything. You're not an ugly baby. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. For those of you new, just swap it in. What's wrong with that? Like, I think I sort of look the same. Same little kind of little bird lips, little giant head. Thank you for the kind words. I want to take a shot with the Dirty Birds 260. The Yanks off a doubleheader. Cole can get hit. Cole can get hit. And even if he gives up 2 runs, the Yankees are not hitting that well right now. Why not? You want to take a flyer on Baltimore? Sure. That's why I came in late at 145 with the Yanks in a run line. 19 watching, 5 likes. Hit the likes for me. Thank you, Michael. Well, it's not that hard. I mean, even if you don't hit the like, if you come in and comment, at least I know you're there. Like, that's what it's all the same. Okay, I need a back and forth kind of thing. Gun skill. Good to see you, fella. How you been? Padres and the Cubbies. Again, I like the Padres here. Again, 4 in a row for them. They're hot. Lay short number. Can't get hurt when you're laying a 115, right? Doesn't really hurt the bankroll. And the Cubs. Gutierrez got an 8.75 ERA. And the Cubs are hitting, right? To put up, 7-6 runs game against Arizona. So, okay. Let's see. It looked the same. Seriously, right? I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. What is – all I need is this little football guy next to me. Look at it. It's my face. Probably still have the same shirt somewhere. Use it as a sock. Going to put the Stallion sticker on my new car since they brought it for me. Perfect. 6-0 in USFL. Big waves. I ordered on eBay. I got a Houston Gambler old school USFL magnet. And I got a banner coming too. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I can't put it under the llamas. My wife would freak out because it won't be centered correctly. Padres 115, Cubs 125. I like it. I like it. I like it. NBA, the WNBA. 7-0 WNBA pick. Sparks Aces over the 168.5. We talked about that before. So I said, make sure you're bringing your WNBA today since you're hot.
Oh yeah. It's hard to ignore the Aces who score 91 points a game against one of the worst defenses in the WNBA to start it off. So yeah, over 168 in this one. I believe it's up to like 170 now. I would still go over. I think this one hits into the mid 170s, maybe even high 170s, even crack the 180 mark. I could see the Aces scoring 100. So there you go.
All right, there it is. Bold take. Aces for 100. We'll see what happens.
They've scored over 100 2 out of their 7 games so far, and that's a high number for the WNBA. So
yeah, that's a huge number. That's what I'm like.
They played 10-minute quarters, so they play 8 minutes less than the NBA. So that's why their totals are that much lower.
That's crazy. Dog day in baseball for Sean Austin, and why not? Listen, the Rockies. How are the Pirates favored? I mean, my mind says you got to take the Pirates because they're favored, but my bankroll says I just got to take the dog here, plus 125. Since he has a small dog, I get it. It's like who the Cubs should be favored since he's home, but that would just be no play. Washington, I guess you look at it as Dodgers off a big series. You want to take that? I just can't with it done. But Baltimore, sure. Braves at home versus Wheeler, even that one, I could get behind that one. Detroit versus Archer, sure, it's Chris Archer. I do not love Chris Archer. Berrios, though, I can't. For that one, not much of a dog for me, and he's been pitching not that good. Plezak, plus 180. I mentioned the Astros, 30-11 to the under. If you can't win, you can't. If you can't score, you can't win. My buddy Scoop, I remember he was called into the fan one night, and he was all banged up talking about the Steelers, saying, you can't win if you can't score. Steelers going to win. And he's right. Houston, 30-11 to the under. Not hitting the ball, and then you're a 190 fave. Give me the 180 with Cleveland. Give me the 240 or 250 or 270 with the Orioles. Yanks and Houston struggling a bit at the dish. Why not take it? Listen, you go 0-2, even at 100, you're down to $200. You go 1-1, and you're up $180 minimum. Yes. Again, Milwaukee, doggy, I don't like. Oakland, here we go. Same thing. Same thing with Seattle. I might actually come in and throw all these games out myself and bet on them all. So I'm with you there, Sean. Jojo Rabbit, your bets are calling. What do you got today? Cards over 4.5. First 5. Cards moneyline. Berrios 4 plus K's 290. I got the over first 5, sure. Cards moneyline, yes. Berrios again on the road, not good. Again, it looks Why does that look too easy? Plus 290 tells me he's not even going to make it out of the second inning. Thoughts, Cleveland, Houston. I just mentioned it. It would be under, front and center. Astros 30-11 to the under. And I would take it. If you want to bet a side, I'd take a flyer on Cleveland getting that point. Big facts. Good afternoon. Astros and Twins run line. Again, the Astro game would worry me since they can't score. Twins, I don't like Archer. But again, the Tigers, they're the Tigers. Toothless Tigers. Big X, Dodgers run line. Again, 130-ish. They should score 10 today. If the Dodgers don't score 10, I'll be extremely annoyed. San Diego, yes. Did I bet San Diego? I might even bet San Diego. Did I bet San Diego? No, I did not. I think I have them in the chat here, though. I don't even know. I totally forgot who I even have in the chat. But I do like San Diego. Cards money line, yes. No run first inning. D-backs, Kansas City. The Diamondback no run worries me because you get middling teams. You can see, base hit, a booted double play ball. It's first and third, no outs, and there's a sac fly. It's 1-0, and somebody escapes a big inning because they get a double play. I don't know. I don't like that one at all. 4 large favorite parlay. Astros, Dodgers, Yankee Aces plus 284. It's plus 284, sure, but why do I think one of these teams is going to lose? One of those baseball teams will lose. But 284, you got to take a shot. Why not? Best way to go 3-1 is a 14 parlay, baby. You know it. Plus money, honey. Yes, I mentioned last Woody, start of the show. I said go see Allie Burns with a capital B. She's live right after me. As a Target Sunday, I was looking at the card section. They have a lot of college football cards this year. Have you seen that? I would not recommend buying. I did see. I think there were some Under Armour cards, like autograph stuff, at my Walmart, Michael. So yeah, I saw those, and I want to do maybe after the show, Mike. Where's Richie P? I got my retro wax boxes from April and May. I haven't opened yet. Maybe I'll crack those, and we'll do some, late '80s and 90, 91 baseball packs today. It's a teaser on DraftKings, over 4.5 for the whole game. Barrows averages 37.5 Ks anyway. JoJo, I've said this before. Whenever they come in with this boosted nonsense crap like this, it is a flat-out loser. It is a loser. I shouldn't. You know what? I'm going to check that because I don't want to see like the sports books give money away. They absolutely do give money away with their ridiculous bonuses and stuff like that. That's why they're all running into the negatives right now. That's why their stocks dropping like crazy, and they got no capital because they have nonsense like this stuff. But again, you want to take a shot at a plus. What was it again? 290. I guess. I can't say no to a plus 290. It just Cards run line. Yes. Dodgers money line. Dodgers money line 220. Markel, you're going to go, instead of taking minus a 110 with St. Louis, you're going to say, I hope they win by 2 so I can get 180, and then take the Dodgers line 220 instead of a run line versus a guy who's good to give up 5 runs in his 4 innings of work. Yeah, I was going to do the wax packs, and I just I got sidetracked. Had to go to the I went to the store, and usually it's fast to go to the store, but I came back, and I brought a case of soda, and it exploded, so I had to bring it back to switch it out. So next thing I get it, it's 12 o'clock, and next thing I know, it's 3:30, and I'm having a 3-piece combo from Raising Cane's. Higgs can't play the Marlins, your fee until tomorrow. Yeah. You love your yes run first innings on Marlins. It's been paying off. That team is a scrappy little bunch. I didn't mean moneyline Dodgers. All right. I was like, what are you doing, Markel? You know better than that. You've been here long enough to do crazy stuff like that. All right. So recapping here. We'll just throw this out here while we do things. Avalanche puck line, Heat plus the points, Rockies doggy, Reds over, Nats over, Cards run line. TJ's liking the Bravos today versus Wheeler and the Phils. And I understand you want to take the Braves at home. I get it. Wheeler, though, 3 runs his last 20 innings. He had those 2 bad starts beginning of the year. 2 of his, I think there were second and third starts against Milwaukee and Miami. 2 bad starts, 11 runs in 8 innings. Otherwise, he's been pretty solid. And this Brave team, and I like this Brave team. They are, we talked about Seattle underachieving, and this is underachieving for me personally. I got over tickets on Seattle Tigers. I got some underachievers on my hands. And this Brave team, let's be honest. Well, the bats, you're not really doing much here, Atlanta. You are under 500. I mean, Max Fried, sure, I'll bet Max Fried. Ian Anderson, I'll go bet him. After that, we got a crapshoot on our hands, folks. Morton hasn't been that good. The bats, I mean, here, look at this lineup. They're just not hitting right now. Albies 239, Azuna 2.25, Riley 2.25, Olsen 240, Duval 199, Swanson 229, Travis D. Narnadi, Tim, your buddy, Denard 270.
Darnold, yeah. I'm like, what are you trying to say? I was trying to, because I wasn't fully focused on it. Nardi. I'm like, what the heck is you talking? I don't know. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you got Acuna, and that is it. I mean, I can't say take him. I'd almost say Philly's run line today. What's the Philly run line? I might come in and look, and I don't want to because the old gambling universe, and not that I'm superstitious and stuff like that, but the gambling gods, when I come in late, I always have bad ones. But
I got the Travis d'Arnaud. It's the World Series jersey from 2015.
He was supposed to be good.
He was, and then they replaced him with somebody else. Who did they replace him with?
Gary Carter.
I think they were more invested in Kevin Plawecki than Travis d'Arnaud. See how that one turned out for us. d'Arnaud's won a World Series, and Plawecki's off playing in freaking Boston. Yeah, great work.
Cards look good for the win. Only needs 5 ball teams. He has to stretch is Barrios. Yeah, no, I like the Cards today. Casey under. No opinion on that, Markel. I mean, I got a couple misfit toys out here in KC in Arizona. I would maybe lean over. I just can't. Bad teams get together. I don't know what's going to happen. I could just avoid it when there's 10 other games to bet. Small little play on that part. Go for it, whatever. A little bit. Lightning for the sweep. I got him today. I got him puck line plus 205 and a plus 195, and I got him on a minus 123 on a money line. Now, my Tampa Bay to win in 7 probably is a loser. That does not look too good. Looks like I'm 0-2 right out the bat here with the Flame sweep going on. Avs, we're holding on hope here, but I think the Tampa sweeps here. If not, they're winning in 5. I'm not gonna come in. You got a big set. You're coming in because bet Florida every game here to win this series. Marcos, what do you say here, fella? Tim, when you're going to talk about Holly home results for.
Oh, what did she do? I honestly have not even paid attention. Let's see what she did last game. Because I know she fought on fought on Saturday.
I thought she got robbed. Didn't she get robbed? I think there, Marcos.
Oh yeah, it looks like a decision where Vieira won. I honestly didn't watch the fight. So, and I think Holly Holmes was like minus 275.
I saw everyone was talking how she should have won, and they were like, "Well, he put it in here. Here comes right after me, Judge Scooter." Yeah, and Marcos, I'm not a UFC guy or an MMA or boxing guy. Listen, anytime you got people involved, and I'm not saying crap's fixed and stuff like that, but I do not trust it. I do not trust. At least, listen, you're going to get a bad call with a ref. Games are fixed. Every person I saw, not one person had her losing that bout. I can't get involved in stuff like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, there was a big discretion. And I know there's that. Holmes outstruck Vieira, more significant strikes. Sierra had a little bit more towards the head. So whatever.
Maybe
More body shots for Holmes, more leg shots for Holmes, more control time, like 10 minutes to minute and 24. Vieira had a takedown, which Holmes did not, and Vieira had a submission attempt.
Because he's like, of course, minus 240. It's a fave. Everybody's betting it. Destroyed all the parlays. Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Marcos, I don't have to watch the fight. All the numbers are right here. Yoink. Yeah. Look at more significant strides.
Here's the thing, though, like the takedown and the submission, I guess that submission attempts or whatever.
Submission attempt.
Like once
that probably won her a round.
And I got to say this again, I'm not watching the fights. Me
neither.
Someone goes down in a fight, that the other person's automatically going to get a little bit of an edge, I think. I don't know.
Well, for that round, yes.
You get somebody on the ground and you're going for the move to get them out.
That only works for that round. So when it comes to UFC, say if that was a 5-round fight because it was the main event. You get 10 points to 9 points a round. Like the winner gets 10 points most of the time. The loser will get 9 points, and they grade it off of that. So the takedown, that probably won Vieira a round, a singular round. She had to do other stuff, and those statistics just look like.
Oh yeah, she totally out. Again, this is.
But I didn't watch the fight, so I can't really tell you.
I mean the stats. You see the numbers.
It looks like I will say it looks like a lot more exciting than the Rose Namajunas fight, which I think they played patty cake. No, that was one of the most boring fights ever. But hey, it looks like a lot more interesting than that one.
I know a lot of people upset.
Hey, I didn't bet it, so I didn't care. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't get involved in that because when something like this happens, I always say like you don't get wrapped up and worry about your money and stuff like that. It's frustrating. I mean, come on. The person wins every round. Any judges thing I saw on Twitter or whatever was win, 48-47, 49-46, something like that. It was her. She won. Not one person had her winning.
Hey, if you want to take the judges out of it, finish the dang fight. Well, if you can't finish the fight, I don't want to hear that you lost to the judges. That's it. Like it's not. I don't want to hear. Oh, I should have won this. No. If you want to win the fight, finish it, and make sure you have control over the fight. Don't have it go to the decisions.
I agree.
Win the fight. That's it. There you go.
I don't know what to do with betting UFC. I see. Yeah, that's for me. Not really interested. And again, like you mentioned, Tim, like win the fight, it's like that's what you're doing. You're a 250 fave, right?
Yeah.
You should beat this person. So maybe it's not shocking that another person kind of gets a benefit of that because they weren't even supposed to win, and yet here they are. Not only did they last all 5 rounds, they took you down. I don't care if it was 10 seconds or 2 seconds. You were almost out. Maybe that saved you the last 10 seconds of that round.
You need to finish the fight. Finish it. Don't let it get to the judges because the judges are as reliable. They're not reliable. They've made so many bad decisions. They've made so many bad calls. Don't get it to the judges, and you'll do better. So, just finish the fight, knockout, submission, whatever you need to do. Don't have it go the distance, and then you don't have to worry about the judges.
Exactly. It's like anything. Don't worry about getting a call by the refs. Like you do your job, you don't have to worry about Fugazi calls down the road. Padres money line, yes. Yes, Padres. D-backs, I'm not interested in the Diamondbacks. Took Pro 4 and a Goldie Ribby. What was the Pro 4 number there, Mr. Nika? I like that. And Goldie again, he's batting second, so I don't know. What's he at? 120? I can't. I need Pro 4. I need at least a Pro 4 is probably what, a 165? Her corner, you're losing 3-1. Why you let her beat her? You need to knock her out or you're done. That's what they said?
That's probably what the corner for Vieira said.
Yeah. Well, she almost knocked her out. Thinking about a Nemo. Find a Nemo. I thought he was a plus $2 one down. If he's betting 9, I thought he was plus $2 on BetMGM. Yesterday's twin game was a joke, and you had the Twins money line. The Twins won. Nick, didn't they win? They came back and won the game. I had it as a loss. I realized this morning they won. UFC wants her to win because home is old. Well, the fix was in, baby. That is why we don't like them. That's why at least I don't do boxing and MMA. The baseball-y llama. I see what you did there, Allie. The baseball-y llama. Allie, I'm all booked up for Vegas. I'm coming out the 10th, July. Be there for about a week. All right. Speaking of Miss Allie, Allie's up next with Last Woody. So stick around. It's 9 minutes away, maybe 8 minutes away. I don't know. I don't have the world clock in front of me counting down the exact moments in time.
It's 9 at the moment until it hits 52. Then it will be 8. So
all right. I don't know. I don't have my thing in front of me here. I'm sorry. What did you say on the KC under? I said don't do this KC game. Well, I mean, we got bad teams, mediocre pitchers. Arizona's coming back from a road trip. You know they're going to be sloppy at home. Not get involved in that game. There's better games to bet than one, Markel. Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. I want to get involved in a team that's won 14 games like the Kansas City Royals. Like, really under? I mean, and I don't love Greinke, right? I make fun of Greinke and his 85-mile-an-hour fastball. But you know what? Short of the crazy game in Colorado, four plus innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 4 Ks. Here are his numbers on the year. 5 2/3, 1 run. 5 1/3, 2 runs. 5 innings, 1 run. 6-3, 6-1. 5 2/3, 2. 5 2/3. He does not give up any runs. But on the flip side of it, he gives up plenty of hits. I mean, he's giving up more hits than innings. Forget about the Colorado game where he just gave up 4. I mean, this game, 5 innings, 10 hits. He escaped giving up 2 runs. There is variance. There is coming back to the means. I can't take Kansas City. I can't say, well, Greinke's still going to pitch like this. He's going to give up 8 hits, but he's only going to give up 1 run in 5 innings. No. Stay away. Better stuff out there. Heck, same time, just take the Padres. Take the Padres and first pitch, same time. Late at 1:15. Take a team that's won 4 in a row. I don't know. You want to take a shot? How about you want to take a dog at 9:30, 9:40? Take the A's. Seattle's lost 4 in a row, 7-10. I don't know. Take a team at 160. All right, we're going to wrap this up because it's Christmas. It's Christmas in May. We're wrapping up right now. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Stick around shortly for Miss Allie Burns. She's coming up. There you go. It's right there. Morning Wood. Last Woody on deck. We will see you on Tuesday. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Max Wager. We're out of here. Bye-bye.